YouTube just brought back direct messages, but there's a big catch on how you actually use them. Here's how to find the new feature on your mobile device, on your phone, and safely set it up for your first chat. Now, first of all, we got to cover who has it. And the answer to that is, it depends on what country you're in. Right here where I am right now in Australia, it's not out yet. New Zealand, it's not out yet. Even in Canada, it's not out yet. But it is just rolled out into the US and all its territories, some random countries like Brazil and Singapore, and most of Europe who had been in the testing phase previously. It should roll out to more people very soon, more countries and so forth. But right now, as of recording this, in those countries that I mentioned, you could be able to check the updated information. There'll be a link to the help page for this actual feature linked up in the description. But for now, we're going to jump on over to the YouTube app. Now, how do you know if you've got it? So if you have a look here, you'll look at the top part of the app here, just on your home page, wherever you can also be on subscriptions, I believe. That whole top banner part where it says YouTube and whatnot is all just going to be there. But you can see across the top, there's some icons. Let's go from right to left. We've got the search bar. We've got the notification bell. That'll come in handy in a sec. And you've got the little chat window. This little chat window means that the feature has rolled out to you. Now, the reason why I have it is I'm running a VPN right now so that I can show you how to use it. All right. So if we tap on that, we're going to see that I've already got someone I'm talking to. My friend Chantel is in here already. But to get started, it's going to be blank. You won't have a message like I have. But to get started, you need to invite people to chat to. And YouTube are spruiking this as a video sharing feature as well as a messaging feature. So it's not just finding people on YouTube and saying, hey, do you want to message me? It's a little bit more complicated than that. Now, we want to, it says here, invite others to the message, get a link to start a new chat. So if we want to start a chat with somebody new, we want to invite them to chat with us because they haven't invited us to chat with them. Then what we want to do is click on this. Now, what you can see here is it gives you just the usual YouTube share sheet on iPhone or whatever the equivalent is on Android. And basically, it's wanting to find some sort of contact to send the invite link to. So you can send it to on another messaging app. Shock horror. It could be like the messages in the back end of X. It could be Facebook Messenger. It could be WhatsApp. It could be Telegram. Whatever you take your fancy. You could even text message them. And so I can find, like, it could be Instagram, for example. So let's see. So even X doesn't come up in apps, but it's only giving you suggested apps. I can email, you can even email it. If you have their email address, you can invite them that way. So this is a bit of a problem from the get-go. This is the sort of the massive catch that we talked about at the start, is that you can't just find somebody by going at whatever, their at handle and invite them. You have to send them a message off platform, which is a little thing, a little iffy, clunky. Some other platforms have done this in the past. So, I think Clubhouse was like that back in the day, to invite people to sort of hook up with you, whatever they call it over there. So what we can do is maybe look at Instagram. No, it doesn't like that. It's not giving me a lot of options in my share sheet right now. It's giving me a lot of emails, so I can send it to some random person. Let's send it to myself. So I can send this to myself. So it's opening up a new message to myself, and I am sharing it. You can see it loads in a little card that will have a embedded link to invite that person. So I won't be able to chat to that person until they accept that link. Click on it and say, yes, it's all good. So I better send that. So that's going to come through to somebody. Let's see if that actually comes through on this phone. So you can see there it is. I invited myself technically. What I might need to do is be on a different phone, or and maybe accept it on a different YouTube channel, because right now I'm logged in as me. Okay, so we've got both phones going. So here I'm on the destination phone, the one that I've invited for me. So I'm going to click the invite link here, and it's going to kick me into YouTube, and it's going to say, hey, you've been invited by Hewson YT, which is my main channel, which I'm doing on the other phone. It says allow. I can either allow it or say not now. I'm going to allow it. So I'm allowing as this channel that you're watching this on now, DHYT Mobile. So I'm going to allow that. And so now I'm going to be able to chat between my two accounts. And you can see here on the invited phone that it's telling me that I've hooked up with Hewson YT, which is the phone that we originally did that on, which I'm going to jump back to YouTube, by the way. And that should show that we're connected here in a second. Let me just jump out and jump back in. There I'm at the top. So there I've invited myself. So me over on Hewson YT Mobile is going to type a message just to show you how it works. And in a second we should see that we've got a new message. Well, let's open it up. You can see there's a message there. So side by side, what it's doing is it's showing you the group or the single person that you are talking to. At present is the person at the top. That is not you, that is the person who you are speaking to. So right now I used my Hewson YT channel to invite my Hewson YT Mobile channel, just because I was in that channel when I accepted the invitation. So if you have multiple channels, make sure you're in the right channel before you accept the invitation. And so I can chat back and forth. So let's send a message back to myself from my phone. And we should see that pop up on the other side in just a second. There it is. So now we can pass things back and forth. Now, a few things to note here is that there are no attachments. You can't send a screenshot or a GIF or a meme. You can do text and emojis from the keyboard, of course. If you click the three-dot menu, we'll do this on the main phone. If you do this, we can do certain things with this particular open chat that we have right now. I can block their messages, report conversation, or delete the chat. So I can decide to block them, and say, which is basically say, I don't want to talk to you anymore, even though I'm the one who invited you. So we can do that, and we can delete the entire chat. We can say, no, we're going to just shut it down. Or I can report the conversation if something weird's going on with that person that you happen to invite. So invite somebody that you're comfortable in having a chat with. Now, how do we share videos? That is a good question. So we're going to use the main one we started with. We're going to jump out to here. We're going to find a video on YouTube. Let's share a short. I just put this short out on my channel, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm just going to tap it to pause it. I'm going to hit the share button. And here it's reminding me about direct messaging, because this is the first time I've drawn into share since I've activated direct messaging. It says that you can now send and reply to videos without leaving the app. People who open your links can see and message the channel. And I say, okay, confirm that. So right now, you can see the top level option to share is now the people that I have already got contacts with in the DM section of the app. If I haven't connected to the person that I want to send it to, I can invite them with a message from here as well. Of course, if I want to do the usual things like copy a link and send it the traditional way, or if I want to use the other share sheet stuff, I can hit more and go in and do that, of course. But here, let's do it again, share. Let's send it to me. And what you can do is, not only are you just sending them the link to go and directly open that in their YouTube app to see the message, you can also say something about the video. Hey, this is a cool short. So now I've sent that And you can see on the other phone right away, it has popped up with that short there. It's showing me the thumbnail or the chosen frame in the case of shorts. But if it was a regular long form video, it would show me the thumbnail. And so when I'm ready to watch, I will click in and it will go into the shorts area and I can listen to it and watch it. It's playing. I can join their membership and stuff right from there. I can click the related video, I can remix, I can do all these things. You can notice also across the bottom on the destination, the person on the account that I've sent it to, that I can reply with an emoji. I can send some sort of reply. If I hit the general reply, that's gonna maybe send a text reply, or I can drop a heart. And you can see at the top there, it says reacted with a heart. So the emojis are a react, and the reply to will get you into here, where I can also, drop a fire. I can do it that way as well. And then I can also text messages. I can say, great short. And we'll drop that in there. And then if we go back to our messaging area here, over on our main phone, you can see there's a message. See how it was lit up? That was a split second there, but as I said, look, I'll send another one. Oh, you can see it's got the one and the icon there at the top still there, to say, hey, you've got a unread message. The usual deal. So let's get out of here. I'm in the destination section here. Let's go back in on this one. So you can see when you compare the two, we've got the original account here. The messages that are in the red bubble are your messages as the person you're operating in. The black and the grey and white text messages are the other person replying to you. So your messages are in red, their messages are in grey. And you can see the reactions too. The fire emoji's obviously overtaken the original heart emoji that I sent. So you can only send one sort of reaction. If you change the reaction, it will change it overall. So what else can we do with direct messaging? Not too much else. Now, I showed you, that you can cancel out and everything, do all that sort of stuff. I showed you how to invite people. You have to send them the link via a text message, or if you can get it into some sort of messaging app, you can email it to them. So you have to be able to have an external way to contact them, is the thing. So you can't just find somebody on YouTube and decide to message them. Right now, there's nothing like on a channel where you can say, I would like to message this person, this channel. That is not built in as of now. Who knows if they're going to add that in the future. Now, one of the reasons why they have this sort of clunky sharing interface is because one of the limitations is you have to be 18 years old and over. They don't want people just sort of hitting random people up. They also don't want minors using this feature. This is not a feature for minors to use, because even if it's somebody it could be a little bit dicey. Minors aren't the best. Although, they're out there using Discord to a certain age. I think Discord's 16 and over. I don't know. I'm not this Discord guru. Now, another way to get to the inbox, say you maybe not on this page, but you say you're on a different page. Say we're on here. Well, it's there. It's on all the pages, isn't it? It's not on short, so. But say you get a notification and you go to the notification section. What you'll find is that you may also see it in the top if it's a very recent one now. Okay, so let's recap the gotchas right now, which is the sort of the things that you need to keep in mind because they're a limitation. We talked about the age limit. You've got to be 18 and older. With a verified, you've got to be verified, of course, for them to know that you're 18 or older. You can't attach any sort of custom files, no photos or videos that are sort of off-platform or on your camera roll, no GIFs, no other types of files can be shared. You can share public and unlisted video links. So unlisted, of course, would be your own. You can share any video that is shareable on the platform. Another thing you can do is if you decide that something you send is not desirable, say, I didn't want to send this hello again. If I long press it, You can see at the bottom there, I get the option to unsend, and I can back that out. It's going to confirm, do you want to unsend the message? Because I haven't opened it yet over on this phone. And so the message has been unsent. So that's another thing that you can do if you happen to send something in error. You know, don't send things in error. Another trick is if you want to see those in your notifications, so that may be why it's not working. So if you go to Settings, Privacy, what you'll see here at the bottom here is channel visibility for shared links. Show your channel name, handle, and profile picture to people who open links that you share outside of YouTube. Now this wasn't here before this feature was activated, so I believe I've been told this is related somehow. So that is one thing. You can also go into settings and then find notifications, which are here. And there will be a toggle for, if I can find it, at the bottom here. One of the new toggles. These are all toggles for notifications, what you want to be notified of, what you don't want to be notified of. But right at the bottom, video and sharing messages. Notify me when someone shares a video with me, sends me a message, or reacts to content I sent on YouTube. So this is any type of notification in relation to this DM and sharing feature. So if you don't want to get all those, then you can toggle that off. This privacy one, if you click the Learn More link, that's actually going to take you to the help page. I'm going to open the help page over on this one. Let it load. Now this is just part of the blog post which I have linked in the description that is to do with the sharing and direct messaging feature. So it's basically telling us about this particular toggle, which I will put that toggle up on the other phone so you can see the toggle while we're looking at the information. So this one here, channel visibility of shared links. Eligible users who open links that you share can reply to you directly on YouTube. You can change this at any time by adjusting your privacy settings. To share without connecting all videos, modify channel visibility for shared links. Okay, so this is something interesting that I haven't heard anybody talk about. All right, future Doug here. It's sort of in the middle of the edit. I stepped outside to touch grass, get some fresh air. But in terms of that privacy toggle that we're talking about at the bottom of the privacy section of settings, this is my understanding now at present is that is actually to do with when you are sharing a video just generally by using the share button underneath a video, for example, where you can share maybe even to a specific timestamp in the video. What that does is, if that is toggled off, then it doesn't also invite them to become to join a DM. So if you just want to purely share, then you want to have that toggle off. Now, if you leave the toggle on, it will apparently just also invite people to DM with you while you're doing your thing. So if you're just happen to want to share a video maybe on socials or something, make sure you've got that privacy setting turned toggled the way so that it is not sharing your information. So you only want to share your information with the people that you want to actually invite to have a discussion with you in a DM. So let's talk about some of the things we need to talk about in terms of things you need to know. Like little tidbits like this one. The link that you send to people expires after 7 days. A little added piece of information there. You can send it to using an external app. We mentioned earlier WhatsApp, text messages, iMessage. You can email it, that sort of thing. Now, as we said, the major things to remember is you have to be 18 years or older. We talked about that. You can't send any custom files like attachments and things like GIFs and photos and videos and other type of files. You can only do text and emojis in the chat and send those links, of course, to the videos you're sharing on YouTube. We did mention that you can share public and unlisted video links, but not private links. It has to be something that people can see, or you as a sender can see on your own channel that is unlisted. You can back out a message by long pressing, so you can unsend. So yeah, that's the prototype or the entry level YouTube DM messaging sharing video feature. They're framing it around the sharing and messaging. A lot of people are calling it DMs. YouTube are not calling it direct message. They're not calling it DMs. They're just saying messaging, sharing videos. It's a feature to share videos and chat. that is it. That is what they're saying is for right at this moment in time. In that vein and in that sort of in its current form, is that something you're likely to use? I'm wondering, I'm curious if people are into this. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is something that you will use, whether you've got access to it now because you're in one of those countries, or when it eventually rolls out to where you are. It's one of those two. And also let me know if you've already got it. Let me know if you look in and you can see the little direct message or chat bubble on the top of your YouTube app. I'd be interested to hear how many people have got it and whether you've started using it or not. Well, I show you a lot of other nifty little things in the YouTube app, so if you want to check out some of the videos I've done before, we're going to have it in this playlist right here, so you can check them out and get informed with the YouTube mobile app. And also, if you like that type of content, whether it's the YouTube mobile app, the YouTube Studio app, YouTube Create app, or other apps that you can use to create content for YouTube, then make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell and all that stuff. I don't post here as often, but when I do, I post practical tutorials like this one. Well, this is Doug, and I'll catch you later.